Good evening, gentlemen. Lawrence of Asia coming at you once again here from the shores of Phuket, Thailand, here in the south. Stunning beaches. And anyway, I want to talk to you guys about America at this point. I'm hearing so many reports about so many folks coming in from every direction these days, air, land, and sea, where they're basically, there's millions upon millions upon millions, tens of millions of people now in America that are there without, legal documentation. And while I love traveling the world myself, and I also consider myself a citizen of the world, I can't help but wonder what this is doing to America, and if it's not an orchestrated, purposeful attack to destroy America, the America that I grew up in. There's a lot of corruption in America. Maybe you could say a lot of corruption in every country. I can say for sure that the policing in America is just really out of hand in so many cases. And I say that as a white male, blonde hair, blue eyes. I've been harassed by police my entire life. And it always makes my heart race every time I see a cop in the States. These days, not as much, but when I was younger, definitely. And for those who say, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. Unfortunately, that's just not true. My brothers showed up to help his cousin, help his girlfriend's cousin, who had flipped his car. And they literally just showed up there to help prior to the cops, prior to the ambulance. And my brother, my own blood brother, was, they then wanted to arrest my brother, saying that he was refusing to be arrested, saying that he was, somehow disrespectful to the police or whatever. And it was just all nonsense. They treated him with disrespect. He was like, why are you treating me with disrespect? I'm here to help. I came here to help him. And they ended up arresting my brother. I ended up helping my brother foot the bill of, $2,000, $1,500, whatever it was, to get it to go away. But that's just an attack on our liberty and freedom. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Someone shows up at a crime scene, not a crime scene, but an accident, to help someone else. And being a good Samaritan, a good citizen, right, as my brother was being, ends up getting arrested, right? Absolute nonsense. And those type of things happen all the time. Seem like an impossibility, but it's actually a common reality. So anyway, in that regard, there are things, and I have friends who are police officers, right? It's a strange profession because there's a lot of corruption there, and even the good cops know it, and it's just like they're put between a rock and a hard place, because people want to do what's right and what's good, but that power sometimes gets the best of people, and they become too strongly wielding of their power in an unjust way. So in that regard, I see issue with America. Many strong powers have the same issue, but America's got it to a very strong degree. So in that regard, I can say, there's big things that need to be changed. But I do appreciate the America that I grew up in, where basically there was this freedom in the air, and there was no worry about kidnapping, that type of thing. I feel that our America that we grew up in may very well be under attack. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? I mean, isn't that odd and wild? Oh, no. I think that bird had its legs tied together. It was flying. That's crazy. Talking about freedom, huh? A bird freely flying with something around his foot. Some tape or rope around his foot. Freedom, right? The ability to go where you are treated best, right? That's what I believe in. That's what I stand for. But I also believe that you have a duty in doing so to make any place that you go to better than where you found it. To not disrespect the local customs and cultures and people, right? So, just wanted to throw this out there, gentlemen. I mean, what do you think about that? It's an interesting time that we live in. There's a nice pyramid. Beautiful place. I'd like to have more talking points, you know. When I talk to myself here in the camera, I feel that it is limited to a great degree. And, you know, there's no one to bounce these thoughts and ideas off of. For that reason, I do feel very much drawn to this idea of podcasting. The long form content where, you know, ideas can be hashed out and explored to a greater degree. So I'm finishing a book right now as well, which is titled Travel Now, Young Man. Being that I've traveled 16 years now around the world, and all my dreams came true, got the girl of my dreams, broke free from the matrix, and I live a pretty good life. I can go anywhere I want, anytime, with whom I want. I'm about to be flying my brother out. You know, I'd like to inspire others to do the same, and you don't have to have, there's different levels of freedom, you know. You don't have to be able to fly other people around just to have your own freedom, right? Plane tickets are generally the most expensive, and you can always cut cost with accommodation by staying in hostels or even camping. Transport by hitchhiking or taking buses as opposed to flying per se. But flying here in Southeast Asia is pretty affordable. What do you think, gentlemen? Should one hustle it up in their 20s and make that their primary focus, or should one make the experiences primary objective in their 20s? For me, I think experiences. And then I realized, you know, after reading Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Workweek, it's like, to have a rich life experientially, you actually don't need a lot of money. You know, and then the world has us believing that if we're traveling, we need to be staying in 5-star resorts, and it's just nonsense. You'll meet more people in hostels. You know, I've got friends who can stay in 5-star resorts every single night of the year if they so chose, but they actually prefer oftentimes to stay in hostels just for the social aspect. So that's a pro tip right there. Just go to hostelworld.com and stay in hostels where you'll meet tons of people, right? That's so basic and simple. And then, you know, you can find places for as little as $5 a night all around the world. Vietnam, Thailand, 5, 10, 15 bucks, you know what I mean? So if you travel with a Hennessy hammock, you can oftentimes just throw that up on the beach and stay somewhere for free. You'll sometimes notice I just pause, and you'll see me reflecting, right? I just wish to speak truth to you. That's my intention, you know. I just wish to speak truth to you, and I want to speak from my heart. Is there something that I can share with you that will be worthwhile for you? I'll just say this. If everybody's doing it, it's probably not the path you want to go down. The road less traveled was what I chose, and it certainly made all the difference. Mark Twain. Gentlemen, I'm going to cut this one, but I'll catch you in the next one, yeah? Follow me, like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you feel so inclined, or perhaps not this one, maybe one of my other ones that has a little bit more information in it. Stay after it, gentlemen. Do your push-ups. Count your blessings. Take 3 deep breaths, gentlemen, and just think about what you're grateful for. Be present in this moment. And just realize that you are alive. You are here. Enjoy it. Find the magic. If there's one thing I know, it's that this life is not simply chance, logic, and probability. We live in a magical, magical universe. And I hope you get to taste that magic and know it for yourself through experience. Let go of all that you know that just ain't so you may discover, so you may taste the essence of life, the magic of life, the synchronicities, that you've blocked out by putting yourself in a matrix. You have a choice. Pick apart the lock, gentlemen. Find your freedom. Find your truth. Find your path. Dissolve all that you do not need. Let it go. Minimalism, gentlemen. Discover yourself. Discover your connection to this divine mystery that you find yourself in. The richness of experience in every single moment. The depth of appreciation shall measure the level of your success, your true wealth, your ability to appreciate every moment. Where is the man that lives high all the time with no supply or an infinite supply? Learn from that gentleman. Learn from the gentleman who needs no substance to be high. Learn from the man who's tasted and who knows. I believe in you. Let all that go which does not serve you. Simplify your life, gentlemen. Minimalism. Find 20 things to let go of, give them away. Then find 20 more, and then find 20 more until you've given away 100 things. And feel that lightness of being, gentlemen. Be present in the moment. Be present with life. Wishing you well always. We'll see you in the next one. Peace, gentlemen.